West Coast that much easier.
Yeah.
And that's a huge thing. And you and I have talked about it. The nice thing of a group like BMR, and sorry for going off on the
No, you're
tangent,
all right. You're okay.
is that when you travel, you're in Houston, you're in, Sacramento, you're in, Chicago,
That's right.
DC, Charlotte, all these different towns. You're in town visiting, and you may want to just know where not to run and where to run. You have an installed network of folks that tell you where to run, when to run, and you can just link up with them real easy. I have yet to run into a situation where I wasn't welcome in any, city with BMR.
That's dope.
And that is huge for us, being, able to network and slide in when in a new environment. And particularly, when we move into different areas that may not be demographically leaning towards us, but at least we know, hey, I can, hop the train, I can drive in, I can do something and link up. Nothing like talking with and running with a group of brothers. It's just something that, just it's hard until you do it. You can't relate to it, and so
I can agree.
Huge there. So, but as O said, Black Men Run started in Atlanta. It's grown to, I lost count on the number of cities. It is international. Whether they're military or working, have established run groups in different countries. Still growing in the U.S. Just again, a bunch of like-minded, supportive individuals to address many of those health disparities that Onyanga mentioned around cardiovascular issues and hypertension. African Americans are, I think, twice as likely to have a stroke than non-African Americans. And let's not forget the mental aspect. All of us just come out of the COVID lockdowns.
That's right.
And
that's a lot.
It was huge. And the nice thing, I know we were careful with our runs and masking up, but just being able to look forward to that group run, because we've been isolated from everyone, for 2 years. And those are great. So let's get together. And even on Facebook, seeing someone out running, let me go run, let me do this. And that just, for me, I know a lot of folks put on those COVID pounds. I actually dropped weight during COVID.
That's right.
Increased my cardiovascular health. And you guys say when we're running, I can now, I'm stretching my goals. Like I can't, if you asked me 2 years ago, would I be able to run at, even a half marathon in a certain, time? Me under 2 hours? No way, but now it's commonplace. And that's the run group, the encouragement, that, bonding, just being able to just, okay, yeah, I can do that. I can do this. Okay. It's sort of a level of accountability. You get there. It's not peer group pressure, but it's just, okay, let me get caught up. I like that. This is a good peer group pressure.
Right.
Let me get out here.
You can do it. I can do it.
Yeah,
that's right. Well, Darnell, I want you brought up something while you were speaking, and I want to toggle back over to Onyanga to answer the question. You talked about demographics that weren't necessarily, or areas that didn't necessarily lean towards our group as far as Black men, right? I'm going to go out on a limb sarcastically here for people watching and for people listening right now. 89.5 KPOO with my boy Kate Beasy, Rap Snacks Radio. We can all agree that the demographic of Black people, let alone Black men, has gotten definitely a little more thinner over the past 10 to 15 years right here in the Bay Area. The question would be, how does that impact the running aspect as far as us as a group, from your perspective as captain and co-captain, from the national perspective? Like, do you see anything that, I guess what I'm asking is, up for improvement, or is there a work in progress that, is layered on top of what we do here in the Bay Area, at least? And I want to name probably two things. Gentrification, that's the first thing. Another thing is cultural appropriation. I think I'll catch all the heat for saying this, but sometimes you run around in certain areas and you see more murals of black people and black men than black people and black men, depending on where you go in San Francisco, in Oakland, in San Jose, in the Bay Area. With that being said, does that impact what you do as captain and co-captain? And if not, that's fine, but I just want to put that out there because that's a keen observation. And I'm pretty sure there are other cities outside of the Northern California region that might be able to relate to the impact of gentrification and cultural appropriation on how we show up in groups like this.
Oh yeah. That's so. I knew that G word was coming up. It's real because Tommy, look at the lake. Take the lake, just even back in the 90s or the 80s. That's one thing that really attracted me to the lake.
Yeah.
Was you would see a lot of us, a lot of people that look like us out there, and it is standing out. Hey, it's something else. So I live here in Oakland area and work in San Francisco. Yeah. And I mean, you just see it. I mean, any and everybody can tell because they're just moving us further and further and further out east. So yes, I think it definitely impacts our group. However, the most interesting thing about Darnell and I, we took over as captain and vice during the pandemic. So I became captain in October of 2020. Yeah. Darnell came on. I mean, he was already vice captain anyway. He just didn't have a title, but he came on officially in July of 2021. So what we had to do is try to figure out, okay, how can we get people out there running while being safe? So we figured, okay, with our first run of the week or the month, we have it at the lake. Now, to your question, Tommy, we have brothers that some that can make it and some can't because they've been relocated because they can't afford to live here. But what we decided to do, it was an experiment, but we called it the Bay Area Tour. So every third run of the month, we said, okay, we'll take it to the different cities. So now that's just become a staple part of our program here. So we go on to we go on to the North Bay, we on the West Bay over the city. We go on to deep East Bay. I mean, not deep, but still. We're moving it around. So yes, gentrification has definitely affected us, but we're just moving and staying around. We're just taking it mobile, trying to pick these brothers up, and as evidenced by our run with BMR SAC. So we're just making it happen. But gentrification, that definitely was a sock in the gut. I think that our numbers would be huge had it been early 2000s, 90s, 80s.
Yeah, so that gentrification and that resulting geographical challenge, crossing the bay, the spread has occurred. That there definitely impacts. But I just wanted to get a quick commercial in for those who are interested. We are at Lake Merritt, the first Saturday of every month.
Say it again one more time. When?
First Saturday of every month, we're at Lake Merritt. 7:45 or 7:45, we start stretching and gathering and just whatever your pace is. We have a motto at Black Men Run, of no man left behind or no woman left behind or no person left behind. So if you're a walker, someone will walk with you. If you're a speeder, well, if you're too fast, you can lap us. But you won't be left behind. We all come from different backgrounds and have different paces, and we respect that. And there's enough diversity in our skills and speed that there will be someone most likely able to pace with you.